Welcome to Mornings with Michelle. I'm Michelle Foster and delighted that you chose to join me on my podcast today. We are inspiring dreams, and I am so gifted to have the amazing friends and relationships that I have join me on these podcasts, because my ultimate goal is to open your minds to the possibilities and inspire your dreams for your life to fulfill everything that you want to have an extraordinary life. So welcome again. My name is Michelle Foster, and you are with us today at Mornings with Michelle.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Social oppression. I have not been able to define my feelings until I heard those words this fine moment. I'm going to share a story, a very raw and very current story. And my ultimate goal is for you to really understand social oppression, because for me, in this situation, I really wasn't aware that it was happening. And so here is my story. I've had a problem with my shoulders for quite some time now, couple years, many years, 7 years. And really my ultimate goal is I continued to find the right advocates, the right doctors, the right training, the right treatments, the right mindset, the right sports to play. I continued to have hope that someday, and a lot of prayer, please. I never want to leave out the power of God. The prayer that I needed help. And I was scared. I was really scared for my own belief system. At the very, very last, would I ever want to replace a piece of my body? And so I was going to do everything in the world, yet not settle for not being whole, even though many people were telling me this and that, and your age, and just so many things. So I found this amazing doctor, orthopedic surgeon here in Texas, and he gave me the most incredible hope. When I went to see him, he offered up a shoulder replacement, and I said, no, what's another alternative? And he did have alternatives. He's a doctor with a wide menu of treatments, therapies, and knowledge. And so I chose to go and have orthoscopic, and I also had a tendon tear. And I went and had that done. It's been 6 weeks. And so from there, I went to physical therapy. And my first reaction when I went there was not favorable. And I talked myself into the fact that my learning from this was don't treat yourself, because quite frankly, I am a physical therapist. And so I told myself, no, Michelle, you need to be compliant, because the learning here is you have to let others tell you how to do. And they were in many ways. I can't say enough about their skill set and their ability to help me 3 times a week. It's a big commitment. But my point is this. The complacency of what either they learned, their job, their timing in their life, was involving me and my health care and my self-care. And, you don't get to really see your doctor often. And so when I got to see him yesterday, and I was told the day before that I probably won't achieve 180 range of motion, 180 degrees, but 160 would be good. And that literally destroyed me, because I'm a person that wants everything to be 100%. And for someone to tell me, an expert to tell me, that's probably not going to happen. And here's the point of this entire podcast. With no knowledge of the complete work that this surgeon did for me, meaning the alternative therapies that would allow my body to make drastic change. So the point of that story is to tell you, never, ever, and never, ever will I consciously allow anyone to serve up their diagnosis of me when they don't understand what I've even done. Whether it's like in this case, my shoulder or shoulders or anything else in my life. And the power of your own advocacy and your own knowledge coupled with an expert that aligns with the way you think and aligns with a treatment plan or a belief system that you can follow, along with the support of family and friends, is the absolute key to growth, change, up-leveling. And I am so grateful, and yet I am so angry that I allowed myself, and I've got to figure out how to let that go because it's not going to help me. Today, the amount of growth that's happened, the amount of enlightenment, the amount of progression that has happened it's undeniable. I feel like I just made $1 billion. Yet I have this kink in my own armor saying, Michelle, why were you allowing, in this case, the social oppression of a physical therapy center to tell me things? In fact, I will say this, Monday I literally forgot to go. That was my body telling me, don't go. And I made an appointment for today that I didn't even remember I had to go back there, which could have, the appointments could have run together is my point. Wow, was my body talking loud. And so yesterday when my doctor fired them, and now I'm looking to work with others, and that is another, right? The option, the ability, the level up to my own course of care and my own expectations and my own ability not to play small. And it wasn't, yes, it was to make others feel comfortable. I didn't want them to say we can't help you or we won't help you. Because friends, I was desperate. I was desperate for change. I was desperate for my shoulders to be whole again. And I waited too long to make personal growth and to make that change, and I became desperate. Wow. There's the learning. I even hired a growth coach, and my number one goal in all of the goals that I had with this beautiful woman and their company, and if you know Brendan Bouchard, it was one of his coaches. My number one with working with her was to take care of my shoulders. I literally had to hire a professional high-level coach to have me focus on my own health. And as some of you know, I'm a health advocate. I preach health. I teach health. I live health. And so at this moment right now, I must humble myself into the gentle touch of vulnerability and allow myself the freedom to let it go. Hopefully, this has been something of interest and help to you. And I am praying to my Lord and Savior that this allows me the confidence to just let it go and move on. So with that, I say to you, thank you always for being here, collaborating with me, sharing with me as I share with you. In so many ways, so many of you contact, communicate, and love back to me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of my listeners. Make it a great day, friends. And it's just never not a great day to up level. I think I've made my ceiling, my floor, right here, right now. And I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
Well, that's a wrap for today. I want to thank you for your time. It's so precious. Our time and our time freedom is everything. So I want to thank you for joining us today at Mornings with Michelle. This is Michelle Foster, and I encourage you to come visit us on Instagram at Collagen Works, WERKS, Collagen Works, because we are doing some fun things there with Instagram parties, with fun giveaways. It's all about beauty and all about fun tips. So again, go ahead and go to your Instagram and become part of our community at College and Works, because we have really fun Instagram parties. Looking forward to seeing you there. And always feel free to comment on the podcast, or if there's something that you would like us to talk about, please let me know your thoughts. That would be amazing. Have a super fantastic day, my friend. This is Michelle Foster from Mornings with Michelle, signing off.